Hello, I'm Anaísa from Live Tantra, and I'm here today with Shashi Saluna and Minka DeVos from Tao Tantric Arts. And they are founders of this program, and I want to ask them, what is Tao Tantric Arts to start with?
So Tao Tantric Arts is a name that we came up with because we decided to fuse these two incredible paths together. There's so many similarities in them. The Taoist lineage is the one that came through China, and there's a whole bunch of practice with the sexual energy, with transforming it, called the Taoist sexual arts. And we put that together with Tantra, which has got a similar way of working with the sexual energy to open the heart and to raise to the crown, and has some beautiful rituals. So we're basically kind of bundling these together into Tao Tantric Arts.
Mm-hmm. That's very nice. And I'm curious to know, how did you two start teaching together? And when did it happen?
Oh, well, in 2011, Shashi and I met at Manto Chia's anniversary of the Taoist teachings coming to the West, 30-year anniversary, and we have to be roommates. And we discovered we both had a passion for working with sexual energy and love and singing and movement. So we danced together, performed together, and we decided, hey, we want to work together and co-create a program that has more juice in it and more artistic and creative flow in these arts. And so we launched Tao Tantric Arts, and it's been 10 years, almost 10 years.
You'd already been teaching nearly 30 years, I think, hadn't you? And I've been teaching for 10 years, right?
I met Manto Chia in 1983 and learned all these arts at that point, and started to explore myself how to make it more accessible and more creative. Yeah, the practices. And Shashi also was into that as well. So we just joined our creative juices together to create Tao Tantric Arts.
So you added some juice to Mantak Chia's lineage of Tao sexual arts, and you've been like refining it for 10 years.
We really wanted to make it for women, you know, we could, there's so many amazing gifts in the Taoist arts of like working out how to move energy, and you know, it's like engineering, like such precision of how to work with energy. And what we wanted to add was like dance and fluidity and movement and expression, and really give it the feminine touch. So that's what we did.
So now I know that's wow. I can feel the juiciness of your trainings, and I know you give trainings on site. And now you came up with this idea of creating a symposium for women to share the Tao Tantric Arts. So I'm curious to know more about that. Like, where the idea of creating this symposium came from.
Yeah, well, sadly, we had to postpone the last retreat, as I know so many people have had to all over the world. So we have to wait another few months, and we have so much creative energy bubbling in us. Plus, we had all these women like waiting to come to Bali. So we thought, let's see how we can put this online. And we had this idea of because we've been teaching 10 years now, nearly 10 years, 9 years, we have all these graduates all over the world who are teaching the Tao Tantric Arts. Some of them are just doing so well. It's fantastic to see them really giving their gift in the world. So we thought, why don't we bring back some of our graduates who are all teaching, you know, it's the same essence of work, but every teacher puts her own flavor onto it. So we thought, if we can have all these different teachers from all over the world, there'll be this consistency of it being the Tao Tantric Arts and this strong lineage. And at the same time, those who are participating get to experience so many different transmissions and flavors and the gifts from all these different women.
That's amazing. And I hear that the only prerequisite to participate is to be a woman, right? And exactly. To have
which is not always so simple these days, but these practices are connected to the physical body and the hormone system. So we deal with things like the hormones and menstruation and menopause, but also looking at the kind of healing perspective of those. these Taoist arts really have the potential to like eliminate menstrual pain, to make menstruation an enjoyable thing. So many women suffer every month without realizing that they can actually do something about that. And it can also make transitions such as menopause so much more smooth. And so there's a lot of wisdom in it that is connected to the physical body and the hormone system. So yes, this is designed for women, for those who are in female bodies, to explore what are the gifts of being in this body, and also what do we need to heal in this body, and what's the potential, what's our orgasmic
Exactly. No matter where you are, you can always get something to go to the next level, right? And so I would like to hear more about like what we women can expect during the symposium, and how we can get prepared for that, and what are the takeaways, practical takeaways we can take home, maybe a little bit of examples of how the classes are going to look like. That would be so exciting to hear more about it.
Well, the women will be able to take away practices to weave into their daily life, self-care practices, and ways to waken up the energy, and also ways to share a harmonious flow with your relationships. So really practical ways that will really ignite your energy in your life.
And all the women are going to be really creating structured classes. So, I know a lot of things have gone online recently, and I've been on sort of webinars where people are just talking to camera for an hour after hour, but this is going to be a lot more structured. So the women are choosing different practices and meditations, and we're making sure that pretty much all of the foundational practices get covered. So, for example, we have breast massage. Believe it or not, like Minka and I are often marveling how we have different type of breast massage every single day for 5 weeks. There are so many ways to massage the breast, and this is so important for women, not only for our health but also for reclaiming our pleasure. Often we're quite passive, and we just sort of give over our sexuality to the partner we're with. But when we start to massage our own breasts, we really reclaim what's pleasurable to our body. And it's also the doorway to open up our sex. So we'll be teaching the Taoist breast massage. Also, there'll be the option to try the jade egg practice, for which, of course, you need a jade egg, or you can just do it and imagine that you have one if you're uncertain about that. And then there are a lot of different meditations, and there'll be a lot of teachings about how to work with sexual energy, how to draw it up the spine and lift it into the higher centers to create spiritual experiences out of our sexual experiences.
That's great that we can do it from home, and we can do as much as we can take, and we don't need to feel pressured, right? And it's very safe.
Yeah, because we're going to have a lot of classes sort of around the clock, but the classes will all be online for 2 weeks afterwards. So women can take it at their own pace, and they can pop into the things that they feel to go to. And yeah, you're right. Like being at home, you can sort of self-pace yourself. So yeah, there's a lot of advantages. Of course, nothing beats getting together with a bunch of women and dancing together and journeying together. But there are advantages of doing this kind of work at home, such as doing it at your own pace and pausing whenever you need to, and so on.
And relaxing and integrating. Take your time to integrate and ground the energy.
Yes.
Our core practice is Qigong, which means to play with energy. And so there'll also be classes of how to work with sexual energy and heart energy using Qigong. And even if you're completely new to Qigong, you can just join in. Minka here is an absolute one of the world's experts.
Recognizable. That's so amazing.
My life. Love to share.
More than 30 years. Yes, I'm really, really looking forward to join and to invite all my friends and all the women I know that could benefit from that. And I want to invite you to share a last sentence, a last message for the women who are going to be there.
My closing message would be that on this symposium, you're going to learn how to fall in love with yourself. And when you learn how to fall in love with yourself, then it's just so much easier to love others and to receive love from others.
I would say really choose and live by the values that are really dear to you, and cultivate compassion that we need so much in the world right now. It's so much a time of change to really find your center and your alignment and your purpose here in this world.
Yes. That is so, so powerful. Thank you so much for this little extra information about what we can expect. And if you want to know more information, you can go to the link below. And there you're going to find how to register and get more information, how to prepare. Everything you need to know before and during the symposium is going to be in this link below. Sign up for that and see you there. Bye-bye. Bye, Shashi.
Bye.
Bye.